Welcome to Hey You,
where we talk about life, love, and the pursuit of coffee.
I'm Keith.
And I'm Tanya.
Welcome to the premiere episode of Hey You.
We're going to start with the most important meal of the day, coffee.
Woo! Yes. Everybody needs coffee.
Everybody needs coffee.
Yes.
Or some form of caffeinated beverage.
However it may be.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We went to Luna this morning.
Luna Coffee.
One of the only places we could find open on Christmas Eve.
That is true. It is Christmas Eve today. That's right.
It is.
Merry Christmas to everybody listening whenever you hear this.
And happy holidays and happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and whatever else you celebrate or don't celebrate.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm sure it'll be probably after New Year's by the time you hear this also. So Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Happy Tuesday. Happy Thursday. Happy Sunday morning, whenever you're listening.
We can't use happy Fridays, happy Mondays.
I didn't say happy Monday. I said happy Tuesday.
Any of those. Yeah, a former boss that used to say that all the time. So let's not. Let's skip that.
Right. All right. Well, whatever brings you happy today. Today, what has brought us happy was Luna and coffee.
Yes, absolutely. It was very nice that they were open today. Yes. I love that.
And we hit the De Pere location.
Their new one. And remodeled, right?
Yes, remodeled. I think I was trying to think back, and this might have been one of the first coffee places we went to when we started going to coffee places in Green Bay.
I don't ever remember being there.
Oh, I remember being there in the old place because I remember lining up with their kitchen in the back corner. Like the counter was right there and the kitchen was tucked behind it and having to be in line to get coffees or something back there.
Yeah. I mean, that goes to show how long it's been since we were there. I don't remember it.
Yeah. Yeah. But so it might have been.
Definitely nice now. I like it. It's a nice place.
It is.
Both their locations are good.
Yes. Yep. They are very nice. Very good. People are nice. Mm-hmm. Food is good.
Yeah, that guy this morning seemed a little irritated he was there, but I get it. It's Christmas, so nobody wants to be there on Christmas. Yes. But everybody else was nice and pleasant and happy.
Yep. The other two people were very nice.
Yep. Yeah.
When I asked for a gâteau box.
Your gâteau box.
Wording was hard. The coffee hadn't kicked in.
Coffee is necessary. That's why we're going to talk about coffee.
Yes. And that's what she understood what I meant. She got it.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah. So for those of you that want to know, it's down on Main Street in De Pere.
Yep.
Yes. As you come off the bridge, it's on the right side.
Sure.
Sure.
You do the driving.
I know. You don't.
I find the places.
You're not good at locating.
I'm the idea person.
Yes. You're the idea person. I'm the make it happen person.
So just like driving.
Yes. That's true. Yeah. You are not good with directions. Oh,
no. God. I am aware of this.
Yes, we all understand. That's why, I drive everywhere.
And that's why I use Google Maps to drive around the town I live in.
That is true. That is very true. Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't. That's because I don't drive very often when you're in the car. You do the driving. When I'm by myself. And I think about it, when even I have Google Maps and I still make the wrong turn, and I'm like, oh, he would be mad. Mm-hmm. He'd be making comments. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going this way?
Maybe we need to swap it. You start driving more.
No,
because I like to drive.
Yes.
I do. It's like going to Chicago. Love driving in Chicago. Wouldn't want to live there, but I love driving in Chicago.
Yeah, no.
Yes. I just enjoy it. It like race car mode.
It's not a race car.
Why does your car have the shifters, the little flappy shifters?
It doesn't matter. The last car didn't have paddle shifters.
No,
or
that
the other
one had
cars
the
before.
stick. It had the auto stick, so it was like driving a manual car, just like the Jeep. Jeep's got the auto stick.
And my 80-something every other beater?
Yeah, because they were crap.
You're just gonna find an excuse to drive every vehicle like a race car.
Pretty much.
The Jeep isn't a race car.
No, but it's got a lot of power, so it's quick. So it's like a race car.
Every car is a race car to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's just because of my love of racing.
Yeah. And coffee.
I
wanted to have a festive coffee today to be in the spirit, so I had the gingerbread latte.
Gingerbread latte.
Which one did you get? Your usual?
The usual Carmelo. Yeah.
So mocha with caramel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Usual. Classic.
Classic, yeah.
Did you get the biggest size or the medium?
Medium.
Medium.
I've gotten the big one before, and it's
a lot.
Too much. It's too much coffee. I know it's not a thing, but it's too much coffee.
For some people, there's a limit.
Yeah. Oh, God. Even today, it's 20 ounce, 16, 20, and 24?
12. I had a 12.
12,
you had a
16,
6 to 20. Yeah.
Yes. Even the 16 was a little much this morning. But that's not every morning. There's some days where I'm like, Kelly, give me the biggest one you got.
Yeah.
Because I am not awake.
No.
Yeah.
I usually do the small ones, but if I need a second one, then I can do a second one. But I don't want a big one all at once.
There has to be some time. Like even right now, my guts, I think I'm just dehydrated.
Probably.
My guts aren't 100%.
Well,
coffee usually doesn't help that.
Well, you didn't exactly drink a whole lot of water with sushi last night. It was beer, a glass of beer. I drank all the water. I drank all my water. I drank some of your water.
You drank all the water.
And some wine. And then I drank more water when I got home. And you had a beer.
Yes.
Not exactly the most hydrating.
No.
And then this morning, I tried their roasted bacon kale wrap, egg and cheese and kale and bacon.
Kale wrap, yes. The guy looked very confused because I forgot what the name of it was. So I was like,
the 3 seconds I stepped away.
Something about a kale wrap. And he kind of looked at me and had to look at the list. I don't think that's probably what also didn't help the fact that he was a little crabby was the fact that I couldn't remember what you wanted.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
I walked away 3 seconds.
I'm terrible. I remembered the gingerbread latte.
You did.
But then when it came for the food, I'm like, what was it?
Bacon. It said it was bacon roasted kale wrap. I'm not sure what bacon roasted kale, but yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So bacon and kale wrap.
Something, literally, I was like, I don't know, something about a kale wrap. And he kind of looked at me like I was crazy and then looked at their list of specials and then saw it, found it, put it in. I was like, okay, good. At least he knows what I'm after. Because I honestly didn't have a clue. Totally forgot. I'm terrible.
And then you got your usual?
The Tobysaurus Rex.
Because they call all their bagel sandwiches Toby's after a grandchild, I think, of the owner.
No, I have no idea.
Something. There was a note. I forget, but all the different bagel sandwiches are called Toby something.
Mm-hmm,
and so the Tobysaurus Rex is basically carnivore bagel breakfast sandwich.
Egg and sausage and
bacon
and ham and something else.
Meat,
egg. Literally, that's all it is.
Yes.
On a bagel.
But you like it.
It's delicious. It really was. It was a little much this morning. I couldn't eat all of it.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely eat all of it.
You have leftovers?
Yes. It's a rarity that I bring leftovers home. Might explain the squishiness, but
Shh, we don't want to talk about squishiness.
We don't talk about squishiness.
So it's squishiness.
We can, though.
We can.
Everybody will agree with us. We're all squishy.
We're all a little squishy.
It happens.
It's okay. It happens. It's
what
life.
Are you gonna do?
All that matters is you're happy.
Yes. Absolutely. And coffee does that.
And food does that.
That's a weird thing because you asked me 10 years ago about coffee. I'd have told you, nope, it's gross.
But 10 years ago, like all I knew growing up about coffee is like what my grandma had drank or what was offered at a wedding where it's just plain black coffee and then you add sugar and cream, and we tended to have just a little bit of coffee in our sugar and cream. And then we discovered there are things called like lattes and mochas.
And yes.
And that's 1,000 times better.
Yes.
If I had known that younger, then it would have been different. But we didn't really have fancy coffee shops growing up at all.
No, it seems, I don't know what, the last 10, 15 years-ish, maybe?
It really got much more popular and seeing more and more of them.
Yeah, because it was even growing up, too. My dad would have, to this day, he still has a pot of coffee he makes in the morning, and he will drink from it all day long.
Ugh.
And he'll just microwave it, and he'll do some sugar. That's about it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So when I go by him, and he's, do you want some coffee? I'm like, yeah, sure. You got any creamer? Well, all I have is this basic, like, non-dairy... Milk? Or sometimes even just milk. Yeah.
Just milk.
That's all he has because he drinks it black. Yeah. And it's like, ugh, gross.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. And coffee all day. No. I feel like I'm my one grandma on my dad's side where she wasn't allowed to have coffee after a certain time because then you don't sleep.
Yeah, I think he's changed. I don't think he drinks it as long. Back when he was still working third shift. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was like a pot a day between him and mom.
Jesus.
And it was in the morning before she would go to work, when he would get home, and then he'd get up midday and have one, and then he'd get up when we got home from school and have another one. Jeez. And it was.
But you have to build that kind of tolerance.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
No, I couldn't. No.
Yeah.
No.
Now I have maybe an 8 or 12. I forget what size the Keurigs make.
Depends. They do like 6, 8, 10, 12. I think the one you have at work, that one does 6 and 8.
Are you sure? I think it's 8 and 12.
I don't know. I haven't used that one in a long time. That was my
'Cause
that was my intro Keurig.
Big coffee thing. My coffee mug at work is a 24 ounce, 20 ounce. I don't know.
Maybe.
I do a half of that at work, and that's it. Because if I drink more of it, I get home in the morning. It's 6, and good luck going to sleep.
Yeah. Now I have my fancy Keurig, so it's got the little milk steamer frother thing on the side.
Does a good job.
So it does, and then I make myself a latte, and then I make us some fancy coffees on usually Sunday morning, morning-ish. We'll have breakfast, brunch, depending on when you rise.
That'll be tomorrow for breakfast.
Yes.
Because nothing's going to be open on Christmas Day.
No.
So I'll have to make some, which is okay.
We do, believe it or not, for those of us who know us, we do have a stove and know how to use it.
I can't believe how many people actually, you guys even eat at home? We
Yeah,
do.
We do.
My God.
About half the time.
Yes.
And the other half, I mean, everybody has hobbies. People spend their money on all sorts of other different things. Our hobby is food and eating out. And we like exploring places. And then they ask, but then they get all excited like, oh, you find such the coolest places. How do you find them? Google Maps.
Google Maps is a time saver.
Yes. I'm hungry now. So we go with restaurant, open now, and look, how far are we willing to travel? If we feel like we're on the edge of hangriness, it's closer. If we got some time, like, we can make a drive. We can do a 40-minute drive to a different city, check out something there. Let's go to Sturgeon Bay. Let's go check something out. That's different.
Yeah, what was that one? Monster Coffee? Monster something that we just found? We just found that one. It's like south of Appleton, Kaukauna.
Yeah, the one where we're trying to drive to one and then we found the other. I don't know. Now I have to look it up. I can't remember what it was called.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was a good place.
It was really good. And then we had a little bird who was a friend and we were feeding him little crumbs.
Yeah. Pictures of him on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was fun. He'd come right up to us. Just chirp, chirp, chirp as he's jumping around. It was cool.
Yeah, we have some good experiences. And it gets us out of the house and quality time together.
Aww.
Aww. Yeah, anyways.
Right.
So, I kind of mentioned before is normally I come to you and go, I have an idea.
Prime example, chicken coop.
Hey, dear, I have an idea.
I want to get chickens. We're going to buy this thing off Amazon, and you're going to make it however the heck you want it so we can move it around the yard. Okay, sounds good.
That was the first chicken coop tractor thing. And then it just kept developing from there. You go one winter having to freaking cart out water there at least once, twice a day because it freezes right away. And you go, nuh-uh, heated water.
Yes.
And then you have to run out there in pajamas and sometimes slippers in the snow, mushy, wet rain because the roof blew off.
Oh, God, I remember that.
And then you move it into the screened-in patio thing. I never know what to call that room that we have. That's our
I just call it a screen porch.
Yeah. It's under the deck from the walkout basement. So we put in there, and then we have a dog from the area breaks in. So then we have to build the Fort Knox of chicken coops. But then my ideas for building the chicken coops come out. Allie, sorry, one of the puppies is trying to get comfy, and he's not happy with how we're sitting, what we're doing. This is not right.
Yes, the recording is not puppy
approved.
Puppy approved, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vita's the same way. So, but yeah, so usually it's I have an idea, or sometimes I just go, hey, or and you give me a look, and I give you a look, and you're like, no, now what?
I had a thought.
Jeez. So I was thinking.
Now what am I building?
But they turn out well.
They always do, for sure.
Everything turns out well.
Yes.
Like, had an idea for building our own sound absorption panels.
Yes.
And we got the materials from one of our favorite places, the Restore.
Love the Restore.
Super cheap.
It's a standard breakfast, Menards, Restore, every Saturday.
Just pretty much every
Sometimes
Saturday.
Menards gets left out, but it's always breakfast, Restore.
Yes, we fit it in the Restore. You don't, it's like thrift store shopping for your house. You don't go to the Restore with necessarily a specific item in mind that you want.
Or even an intent to buy.
Or an intent to buy. You just kind of wander around and you pleasantly surprised by what you come across.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a fire last night and used this fire lighter thing. It's like a brick inside of a metal case with holes, and you put your lighter fluid in there and it slows the burn of the lighter fluid, which gives more time for the wood to start. And it was genius. And we paid $3 for it.
It was amazing, yeah.
And then you looked up the price for a new one online.
Like $50.
And shipping.
Shipping was like another almost 7 to 10.
Because it's heavy. It's really heavy.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, it's like 5 pounds.
Cast iron
it's
tray.
A cast iron thing,
That's why that makes sense.
But it works so wonderfully.
Yes.
Instead of fighting with constantly having a torch or lighter fluid or something.
Yeah.
We lit it and actually got to just sit and enjoy it.
And it worked. I have a feeling we might need, just like you suggested, to bring that camping with us.
Or watch for another one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or that.
See if we can. I doubt the chances of us actually finding another one like that will be slim.
I've never seen one before in my life. I doubt I'll see another one just randomly places.
That's another thing where Google came in handy. What was this thing?
Yeah.
Google it. Fire started. That sounds amazing. Bought for $3.
Yes. So sometimes it's the Restore that also gives us ideas.
Oh, constantly. Well, the snake cage.
Yes.
The weasel cage.
I was there by myself for the one.
The rat cage are both computer desks.
Yes.
We're all Restore finds. Quite a bit of our chairs.
Furniture,
Restore finds.
yeah.
The Restore is great.
Pictures.
Habitat for Humanity. Greater Green Bay.
How many
Restore.
times do I text you pictures from like the Restore or online and be like, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah. How many times have we had to stop and call friends or uncles with a truck?
To bring a truck because
patio furniture, right?
Yes.
We ain't getting that home in the Jeep or the Subaru.
No.
Not happening.
No, it was not.
We've stuffed some amazing things in the back, but sometimes you just got to have friends with trucks. And they always are willing to help, which is wonderful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was my old Subaru. We had our front door.
Yep.
2 chairs.
Yep.
Footstools.
Yep.
And a chunk of countertop.
Yep. Oh my God, yes. That was
the
an
laundry
uncomfortable
sink.
ride home for you.
For me, because it's always me with my seat slid all the way front, so my knees are jammed into the dash.
I remember sliding the seat
scrunched, and I had to lean the seat forward too. So I'm like scrunched over, but we also do that a lot. We just did that not long ago for the Jeep. Was that the door?
The back door? The back door.
The back door. New back door with the full
found,
glass, so we can actually, yes.
Oh, no. Was it the back door? It was the back door.
It was the back door.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The inside door. I'm thinking the outside door.
That was Appleton Restore. Because, of course, we go to new cities. We have to go to the Restores there.
Oh, God, yeah. Every time we find a spot, we're always like, hey, let's check. Oh, there's a Restore right there. Let's go. Heck, we even saw one in Racine. We didn't go, but we were like, there's...
Now we know where it is.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, Racine... No, West Bend. Oh, no, Racine, too.
It was Racine for
But West Bend has
party,
one, too, for our aunt and uncle.
Ooh.
Jim and Julie, they have a Restore there.
We might be checking that one out.
Yeah, because we'll be visiting them in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. At the Barton B&B.
At the Barton B&B.
It's a great place.
It is a very good place. They feed us well.
They do. They take care of us so nice.
We leave 20 pounds heavier than when we arrived.
I don't know how many times we tell them to stop. They don't listen, which is okay.
That's how we show love.
We're fine with that.
Food and alcohol.
They stuff us full of food and alcohol. They're a good time. We play games. It's fun.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'll complain now, even though it's technically not a complaint.
No.
Because it's wonderful.
It is wonderful.
We love it there. They love us there.
We love them.
We do.
So, yeah. So, normally, most of the time, I'm the idea person and you're the do person. And it's random ideas. For this podcast, I just realized it was a role reversal.
Yep.
You had the idea and came to me.
Finally got one. Woo-woo.
And then we both did the research, but then I was doing research, figure out what else we need, get everything organized, get the recording set up. Because at least my little bit of experience doing audiobook recording and voiceover work helped this get started.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
think we would have been able to start so quickly or with at least the modicum of confidence we have with it.
No, not at all.
If it didn't have that idea,
no,
that experience in it. So
yeah, it helped that I had found a cheap laptop at work, and you were using that to do your recording stuff, which it was okay. And then it was, hey, can you build me something better? So I did.
Yep. Just kept turning like the money I earned from things into bigger and better and bigger and better. And now I'm very happy with what we have right now for recording.
God, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we should be future-proof for a little while. I don't think we'll have a problem with this setup for quite some time.
No.
Yeah.
But you know what it means is if this podcast totally bombs, I'm blaming you.
What?
It's all your fault.
Son of a bitch.
Not it.
So that means you guys have to help and make this actually worth something. Tell your friends. Tell them to listen.
He wants to be right. So now he's extra motivated. So do we want to give you head of marketing then?
Put some pressure on me.
But we started. Like, we got the Instagram page up. We have Facebook page. We have a very, very bare bones basic web page. It's just basically a landing page.
Email address.
And now we've got linked to quite a few podcast directories, and some other ones are in process.
Well, we made the trailer a month ago.
Probably about a month ago,
And
roughly.
I didn't
Beginning of December.
I didn't see you
5th.
the other day. You looked and you saw how many downloads?
22.
22 downloads.
And I think at least 2 or 3 of them are probably us listening to it on different devices.
I think I listened to it 5 times myself.
Yes,
So,
but on different devices.
Yes.
But we have we're at the bar that literally called the bar, and a friend of ours, Gretchen, we walked through how to download the Amazon Music app so then she could find her podcast and follow it and download it. So it really helps having super supportive
Oh,
friends.
for sure.
And then another friend sent us a present.
Yes, our wonderful friends Tanya and Tony
Sent us a book in the mail. Everybody has a podcast, and we're halfway through that one. I was basically a live audio book on our way down to Racine.
That was cool. That was fun.
For Memo's party.
When was the last time you read a book out loud to somebody else?
Yeah, it was a little weird at first, but then it worked. So and so far, I think we're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then we have all those same super supportive friends and family are really interested in also being interviewees on our podcast.
Yes, we've had quite a few people asking us, when is this happening? When are you going to do this? Do I get to be on it? When we're going to try not to do a ton, maybe every third.
Every couple. We'll see how it goes.
Once a month, maybe.
Just, what is it? Organic. We'll come across it organically as it just naturally happens and works with schedules. But gosh, we have quite a few people that are really interested, and we're talking about how to make it work for long distance.
I want to be, can I be on this episode where we talk about food? Can I be on this episode where we talk about this? Like, they have specific episodes
Ideas.
and reasons that they want to be on, which is fine.
But they want to talk about food. That's every
For sure. For sure. It's not going to be hard to talk about food.
No, it never is. But and then we came up with some sort of intro interview questions to get things going, kind of get a little background on each people and kind of get it started, get it rolling. And then we know some of our friends are fantastic storytellers.
Oh, God.
Even though we've heard some of the same stories half a dozen times, it's still enjoyable just hearing them tell it.
Because some of them are really, like you said, they're really good. They're really good storytellers.
Really
I try and I pale in comparison. My stories are good, but they just tell them so much better.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
But we always want to start off on what is morning beverage of choice. And for me, some sort of latte with some sort of sweet flavor. I don't have any particular flavor. I like rotating out because I really think I'm a little ADHD. That's, I think, why my stories tend to have 15 tangents on the way to the actual point of the story. I know.
They really do.
I know. I'm aware. I'm sorry.
I do the same thing. You got to have a background. Okay, this happened.
Yes.
But now, if you listen, I got to go back to this caused this, which caused this, which then led to this situation. I get it. I do the same thing at work all the time. All the time.
But your stories, when you tell them, have a little bit more of a straight line. Do you forget the point of your story and you're telling it? Because
occasionally.
I forget all the time, more than once, in the telling a story. And then I sometimes never get to finish telling the story, and then I feel bad.
To somehow backtrack it a little bit in your head.
Yes.
You're just rambling to kind of fill space, but as you're talking, you're like, okay, and then right there it is. Okay, yeah, that's why this happened.
Yes. I'm still
sorry. 20 minutes later,
I started telling a story at work earlier this week, and then I told a similar story to you yesterday, and I realized I never finished telling that story to the coworker. I never got to the point of it because I kept having to give her background information, and I'm like, no, you have to know about this, and then this, and then it never happens. So
this part informs this part, and that's how you got to get to the end of your story. It's understandable. It happens.
And now that we're on a sidetrack again, so your morning beverage of choice?
Well, I'm a mocha guy.
Chocolate.
You
like chocolate.
Chocolate caramel.
Because you do chocolate milk.
Yes. Chocolate milk, drink a gallon of it, gallon and a half a week.
So it makes sense that you would like your caffeine in the form of chocolate and then adding some flavor. And usually caramel, because I think it's just the easiest one in every place. But then depending on where we go, they might have fun specials that are a version of that.
Cafe Talazzo has a ton of, like, they change their specials all the time, and it's hard to pick.
It really is.
I'll take a number 8.
And it's all
Take
flavors
a number 5.
every coffee place have, but they find great ways to put them together that you wouldn't think of. So if I just walked into another coffee shop that didn't have that, I know they have all those flavors. I wouldn't think to combine them.
Don't know. Yeah. Okay.
I'm under pressure.
Yeah. I have no idea. It's easier to just go, I'll take a number 6, or I'll take the gingerbread latte like you did today.
Yes.
Done. Simple.
Done.
Yep. Absolutely.
I have no idea even I'm sure it's probably just a gingerbread syrup or something. Like, I don't even know what they put in there to make it that way, but yeah. Exactly.
If I had my other choice of beverage in the morning, being that I'm a third shifter, occasionally a beer.
Well, that's when you're going to bed.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like end of your day. I'm saying
Friday
like,
morning, 6 o'clock.
So if this is, I'm for not necessarily morning beverage, it's to say start of your day beverage. You first wake up.
Oh, well, okay. So then I got to look at it differently. With being third shift, when I go to work at night at 10 o'clock.
Do you have a coffee?
I do. And it's usually whatever flavor I have, buried by chocolate cream creamer and French vanilla.
Super mocha.
Oh my God. Yeah. You walk down the coffee aisle at the grocery store. It's one of the most amazing smelling things in the world. Yes. It is so wonderful. But then you actually drink it and it tastes like dirt. It's disgusting. So I have to bury it.
And there is going to be some coffee aficionados who are going to strongly disagree, but yeah.
Oh.
That, like, I don't know, that bitterness, like, it's like beer.
Yes.
Some people can adjust to the taste of beer.
Right.
I have sampled beer all of my life, pretty much, since I've been. It is not for me. It is still gross.
Yes, absolutely.
I am not going to ever be a beer person. I don't care for the flavor. But yes, for coffee, and some coffees are better than others. They don't require as much doctoring to reach my preference than others. Because even some of the coffee shops that we go to, the whatever espresso they use, some are more bitter, and then some are really smooth.
Right. Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I could see that.
So,
but some of the ladies, well, not ladies, some of the people, because multiple people do it, black, and more black, but they do twice the package. So, however, the pre-mixed or the pre-sized coffees. Oh,
the pre-measured grounds.
Yes, you tear the bag open, dump it into the filter. They do 2 of them.
So extra strength.
Oh, yeah, I can tell when I get the wrong one because it wrecks my guts so bad. And they drink that stuff straight.
I know.
With nothing in it.
That's espresso straight. People drink that straight. Americano is just an espresso diluted with water.
Yeah.
But it's espresso.
It still sounds disgusting, and I want to bury it.
Yes.
It'd have to be. Oh, God. Give me a bunch of crap in it.
As I just learned, just recently I did some research and found out that the proteins in, like, the milk and the cream bind with the tannins in the coffee, so it makes it more gentle on stomachs, especially for those who are more sensitive to that. Yeah,
exactly.
So I think that's the other reason, not just for taste, but it's easier on our stomachs to do the lattes, the mochas, than to do a straight coffee.
Makes sense why the double batch of extra dark coffee wrecks my guts.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Makes sense. Yep.
That's gross.
So yeah, mocha guy.
Latte person.
Latte.
And hot. I don't like iced coffee. I don't like my coffee cold.
Have tried it. No thanks.
It's not. I can't. It's weird to me.
It's at least one of those things. You can't say you don't like it till you try it.
And I've tried it, and it's just not.
Yes, I've talked a lot of crap about stuff in the past, and all right, got another point now where I can't talk bad until I try it. Iced coffee, no thanks.
No,
I'll
not
pass.
my preference.
Yes, both of us are nil on that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Any favorite breakfast food? Like, you go somewhere and you can have anything you want for breakfast, or is it based on mood? Like, do you always love pancakes or your what was that, strawberry cream cheese stuffed French toast? Like,
recently, it's been the French toast.
French toast.
Yes, Julie's Cafe in town has a wonderful stuffed French toast with strawberries and like strawberry cream cheese, and they bury it in strawberry syrup and the white stuff in the can.
The whipped cream?
Whipped cream, yes. White stuff in a can. Yeah, exactly. Technical terminology.
Technical.
Yes. That is amazing. Toast & Co. recently had...
Cholula.
Yes. Whatever. Cholula or whatever it is.
Yes.
Amazing. Delicious. What's the other one? The Black Honey Hashery. Get theirs with some strawberries on it.
Thick French toast.
Yes. Oh my God. So delicious.
V just jumped down.
Yeah, V's going to find a different bed. My lap's not enough for her. But yeah, if I had to choose, French toast.
I can't really do... I'm not as into the breads, the French toast, the pancakes. I'm more eggs. I think... I don't order... Eggs Benedict, I think. Because of the hollandaise sauce.
Yes, you do a lot of eggs Benedict. You really do.
Yes. And even none of them have the classic hollandaise sauce. Like Toast & Co. has some alternative ones. Well, we'll have to talk about way more when we are actually there.
Yes. Yep.
But I think it's the hollandaise sauce. I think that's like, if we're going to somewhere for breakfast, more often I'm going to order. Don't make it a ton at home, but I'll order it more. And I have made some. We have made hollandaise sauce at home, we didn't make the crab cakes, but we got them from the store and heated them.
Those
and then
are pretty
did
good.
the hollandaise
Festival,
sauce with it.
Aldi's,
Yeah, Festival. Festival had them. They had like a deal.
Yep.
So it was like $2 per patty. So I'm like, sweet. We can feel fancy.
We don't have the patience or the time to make them like Jim and Julie do by hand.
Yes.
They're delicious, but God, it's time consuming.
Sometimes I'll make things by hand from scratch, but sometimes, like morning, I don't always feel up to it.
It depends on it. A lot of times it's
mood,
breakfast
time.
And coffee at the same time, so we don't have the energy from the lack of the coffee to make this stuff. So it'll be like, eggs on toast, done. Make my coffee, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, big puppies.
But occasionally, we actually do get the bug to make some real breakfast.
Yes. Real breakfast.
Real breakfast with quotes. With quotes.
Air quotes, real breakfast. Yep. Okay. Preferred alcohol.
Beer.
Preferred beer.
Porters.
That's like your favorite out of all the range, because you will drink a variety. You'll do some light stuff, sometimes a little fruity
Pilsners,
stuff. Sometimes
ambers
really dark.
Are good. Lagers. Some lagers. But primarily porters and stouts. And if I had to pick right now, top favorite would be the Copper State Peanut Butter Porter. Delicious. I will do some wine. Yep. More so than I have in the past.
And not too much of mixed drinks. Occasional, but not really. You're not a mixed drink person.
Not a Captain and Coke guy, not a Kessler and Coke guy.
You'll do a social shot.
Oh, for sure. I'll do shots of like Crown or something like that, but I'm not.
And rum chata. Like you're not really like you. Like you're not really a hardcore like whiskey person.
No, like my brother Sean will drink literally Crown Royal on the rocks or Bullet Bourbon. He'll drink that on the rocks. Like he drinks. I
can't do it.
I'll do a pull out of his flask every once in a while, but I can't just sit and drink on the rocks. Yeah. No. Ugh. Gross.
No. See, and I the same way. I like sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's, I think my drink of choice is wine, and it's the sweeter wines. No bubbles, no fizzy. I can't do bubbles on anything. Nothing carbonated, no soda, none of that. I think maybe the Riesling. Like, I like some Moscatos, but some of them are almost too sweet to drink extended time, where a Riesling is kind of a decent sweet, semi-sweet. I think semi-sweet's the technical term.
Sweetish as in sweet, not Swedish as the country.
Yes.
Just want to specify.
Yes, as in the people from, or things from Sweden.
Yes. Sweet-ish.
So, semi-sweet. So, sort of that kind of middle-ish road, something I could just sit and relax and drink all night.
Like 4 bottles in 2 hours?
Shh, we don't talk about that night.
That was a good one.
That was not a good one. That was not a good next day. We're not going to talk about why that was not a extra good next day.
That might be a conversation we have to save for when we have Jenny on.
Yes. Who has tested both of our bathroom floors and finds them both comfortable.
Apparently they're comfortable. I don't know. I've tried it just to see, and they're not. Yeah.
That's too much.
But that's Jenny. She's a little different. We love her, but she's different. At some point, we'll get her on.
Moderation and eating before drinking is Jenny's sometimes weaknesses.
Yes. Food before drinking is not her top thing.
No.
That's definitely for sure.
And I find too, like, as we've gotten older, I like to do food with drinking and pacing myself and not feeling like
You can
garbage
last
the
a
next
lot
day.
longer.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, God, yeah.
And then not lose my entire next day being hungover.
You still do it occasionally.
No.
Not as often as we used to.
No, I don't. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I know. But I
probably
don't.
do that on Saturday for Christmas by Dad's.
But then we have another Christmas to go to.
True.
All right.
It's not like I haven't been to family events hungover before.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my family had a lot of fun talking about, in real descriptive terms, some really gross things that we don't have to go into detail of just to try to get you and Greta
It wasn't
to go.
That
was after your birthday.
That was an early in our relationship of your family thinking they were funny.
Because wasn't Greta with us too?
I think that was my birthday.
Was that your golden birthday that she followed us down?
No, that would have been earlier than that.
It was earlier?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was your birthday, and it was a big, long birthday.
That would have been like 22, 23, something like that.
Lots of alcohol. And then we had a Memorial Day get together at my dad's house.
Yeah.
You guys didn't really eat a whole lot.
No, definitely not.
I think you just had some water.
We were both pretty rough, pretty green.
Yeah. And then my family, my dad and my uncles, thought it was a great challenge.
Yes. Didn't work. But they tried.
It was close.
They tried. I spent a lot of time outside just getting fresh air. A lot of time outside getting fresh air.
Fresh air. Yes.
Both of us did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a quiet ride back to Stevens Point, that's for sure.
It really was. It was. All right. So last question on there. Terms of endearment. This is what, like, couples call each other. And we hear a lot of couples. Like, I knew one person, a previous coworker. It was babe. Babe everything. And it was always real short. Babe.
We
hey, babe.
still have
babe.
friends that use that.
And some do.
Yeah.
Or like, honey.
Everything's babe.
Sweetie.
Snookums.
Dear.
Honey bunny.
But we don't even call each other by our names.
No.
Like, I don't remember ever saying, and I don't even know. I think I started doing it because I was trying to get your attention, but I didn't want to say your name. So I'm like, hey, you.
Yes, it was. I remember you yelling it at one point and somebody got really confused.
Because when it's just you and me and I'm like, hey, you, can you grab this? Or, hey, you, can you let the dogs out? It's just you and me. And then I forget this in a crowd and I say, hey, you. And
yeah, it's funny.
Everybody looks.
People get really confused.
And then you just hey you'd me back.
And it stuck. Hence.
So we know when something is up when we say, honey, I love you.
Yeah.
What did you do? What do you want?
I'm stuck on the couch from the dogs. Give me a glass of milk.
Yeah.
Please, thank you.
Puppy roll.
Nod and smile. Puppy roll, yes. Doesn't happen very often.
No, because we usually each have a puppy now, so it doesn't work. It's then who has the most. If you have puppy and kitty, then it's puppy and kitty roll.
Yeah, when you get multiple animals and you're stuck. Damn it, I gotta get up.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
But yeah. So then it turns into Hey, you.
Yes. Yep.
Since you is?
It's different. I don't hear anybody else that says that.
No, I've never heard anyone. And I guess dissecting it, it's not exactly like a sweet term. It's not like this mushy, but we're not super mushy. I guess we have our affectionate time, but we're not like, oh, baby.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
So
I mean,
much.
yeah, we
Schnookums.
affection, PDA, things like the holding hands, kissing in public, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
It's not over the top. We're not like sugary sweet.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
We're casual.
It's been a couple of times in some of our friends that we talk about something and we do something, and then all of a sudden you hear the term, they're like, oh, relationship goals.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, we do a good job. I mean, the whole purpose of the podcast is to talk about where we are in our relationships and spread, however, get other people's takes and views on it.
Compare, contrast.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not something that we show everybody. I guess it's just our presentation of us is different than other people.
I don't know. I just know that I often have the question when we're joking around in the middle of the night when we should be going to sleep and it sounds like high schoolers or middle schoolers who are having a sleepover. Elementary school that are having a sleepover.
Yes.
Do other couples do this?
The parents yelling at them, go to sleep. You've been awake for hours.
I mean, we did that once at a friend's house till the wee hours of the morning.
Yes, yeah,
just
absolutely.
Talking and joking around and giggling and goofing off and random conversations and weird noises and...
Yep.
I heard that.
You did?
It did.
I tried to cover it. It didn't work so well. Sorry.
No.
I'm a boy. It's a bodily function. I can't control my burps. It happens. What are you going to do?
It happens. Well, then you can't say it's a boy because Vita... the dog.
V is sexy when she does it, though.
Brat.
I don't know how she manages to keep the pants off her. Ollie, by the way.
Yes, Ollie Pants.
Ollie Pants. He's looking at me.
He is. He's confused. He's tired, yet confused.
Gee, sweepy.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe now that's where we'll have to ask questions. We get other couples on. Mm-hmm. When you guys are laying in bed, do you sit and chabber for a while or do you just go to sleep?
I want to know, like, do other people... with their significant other, like, goof around like children?
They have to. We can't be the only ones.
We can't.
It's just not something that, hey, what's your bedtime like? You don't ask that question to people.
No, but they don't show it on, like, TVs, movies.
Oh, no. Hell
no. They just, oh, dear, go to sleep. Or they bow, 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 and then they go to sleep.
They take the 85 pillows off the bed.
Oh, God.
Put two back on, pull the covers back. They lay down, they talk for a little bit before, and then they lay down, and that's it.
And sometimes that happens. Like, Reed, you're on Facebook or whatever until we're almost hitting ourselves in the face with our tablets or our phones.
Yeah.
Or have hit ourselves in the face, dropping our tablets or phones.
Yes.
And then we go to sleep. But then there's some nights where I don't know why our brains, our mouths cannot stop. And it's not like normal grown-up conversation. It's like weird what-ifs.
Yeah.
And stories. Or we go into, like, old stories and goofing around.
Yeah. Yep. We'll have to find out.
And then I tell you I don't like you.
Yeah, and that's a lie, because you do like me.
I love you, but sometimes I don't like you.
Nah, you'll always love me, and you'll always like me.
You keep telling yourself that.
Like I always say, if I keep telling myself that, eventually it'll come true. I use that at work all the time. I love my job. I love my job. I love my job. So yeah, that's where the podcast name came from.
Yeah, because I mean that's us. That's what we say to each other all the time.
Yeah,
it just seemed natural. As soon as you came up with that idea, like that's it. That just made sense.
Yep. Hey you.
Hey,
perfect.
You. Hey you.
Yes, and that's you can tell when even with other friends when they want their significant other to do something, you get a real sarcastic like babe. And it's stupid little grin to smile. Honey, what do you want? Yeah. Yep, for us, it's hey you. And people get confused by that. But that's okay.
Yes, because at least, okay, if one person is saying dear, the other people in the group know it's not for them. Mm-hmm. If they're saying sweetheart, babe, honey, They know, like, Mike is not calling you honey. I mean, he might.
I think he has.
He might.
I know Tony has.
Tony,
It's just
I can
funny.
see Tony's.
Yes.
But usually you know, like, automatically. But if you say, hey, you, everybody's going to look.
And
They don't know, they do. So it's a little awkward. I'm like, no, not you, but my hey, you.
No, the other.
The one that's mine.
Yeah, I'm pointing at.
The one that belongs to me.
Yes.
That hey, you.
Yes. Yep.
A little technology failure.
Yeah, stupid tablet.
It happens.
I know.
So yeah. So that's sort of us little mini intro bio. More shall be revealed in coming episodes because we're not just doing a whole bio on us.
We went on a couple of tangents there about our life, and that'll come more.
It's
more
like
as we go.
normal conversations.
It is for sure. Yes, and that's why I feel it'll be fun when we get other friends, other couples. We want to get different views on different situations from other people that have been in those situations. So it'll be nice. We want to compare what we have to what they have. And yeah, granted, we know a lot of our friends really well, so we understand their situations, but not everybody else does.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to get that out there just to kind of see what other people are coming up with.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And maybe, others can discover that maybe they're not so strange. They're in the same club of weirdos as we are.
Right. Right.
Maybe they do giggle and stay up sometimes for hours talking about nonsense and pillow fights that you lose.
I didn't lose.
You lost.
I totally won that fight.
Sarah backs me up, so you
Well,
lost.
Sarah's not here, so she can't defend herself. Maybe we'll see her tonight. Who knows?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I bet you if I ask her, though. Want to bet?
No, you can't. Yeah, I know what she's going to say. We totally won that. We kicked your butt. Didn't happen. At the end of the fight, who was still standing? Me.
Sure. You tell yourself that.
Whatever.
But it makes you happy.
Whatever. You can't see it. I'm doing the W sign like a 12-year-old girl. Whatever. From 2005. Whatever.
The fact that you know what year that comes from.
I made it up. I have no idea.
Did you?
That came from. I don't know.
Usually you do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the stupid trivia question about the first Jurassic Park, you instantly knew.
Right. Because I love Jurassic Park. It's a great show.
And what year was it?
93.
See, I can't tie years to things. I can remember things happening. Remember that they happened, but what year? No.
Okay, how much we love The Fifth Element? Mm-hmm. What year was that?
I don't know.
96.
See? I have no clue.
I only know that because it's on the back of the Blu-ray case. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have even remembered it. I'm sure I looked at it and I'm like, okay. And then I moved on because my brain can only hold so much nonsense, and that's not the nonsense it's holding on to. It's holding on to other nonsense that I recall that you may not.
This is true.
But not that nonsense.
This is very true. This is very true. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
That's why you're the directions person and you're the name what year this song, movie, show thing happened.
And faces.
And yes, you're also the weird face person.
I'm killer with faces. Yes. Absolutely.
And then I'm the idea person.
Mm-hmm. You are the idea person.
Yeah. And we have so that's why we have all sorts of ideas for upcoming episodes. Where we introduce some of our awesome people collectively, many of them known as Team Indecisive.
Hashtag Team Indecisive.
Because it's terrible when we're all together and none of us. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat?
God.
Where do you want to go? I don't know.
Was that Chicago 4 years ago? First time Gretchen came with us. Well, you guys want to go to this sushi place? Well, I don't care. How about this one? Well, that's fine. Let's go to this one. Well, I mean, do you want to go here? Well, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Oh, I don't care.
And then when it's time to order, we're not as bad as Gretchen for ordering. She knows every single time we're somewhere eating out, she asks, "What do you recommend? What is your favorite?"
Yes. Oh, God.
But she's also very much a people person.
She is the extrovert of extroverts in our group.
Yes.
I'm a very extroverted person.
You are.
She's a level above me.
Yes.
Yes.
Where Jenny and I are on the introvert team.
Mm-hmm. That you are.
And I would say Tanya's more introvert too.
Yes.
So we're team introvert.
She can. She's
we
good.
all can do. We can all interact with each other, but we don't necessarily choose to. And then like Tony is also team extrovert.
Oh hell yeah, Tony's great.
Tony is
Love the
also
guy.
team shiny penny.
True.
But I feel like if that's one consistent thing across our whole group, it is probably also shiny penny.
Yes.
We are easily distracted by things.
Very much so. Very much so.
Much to either enjoyment or frustration.
Yeah.
Depending on what we're trying to accomplish.
Yes.
So yeah. So sometimes things get a little tricky planning things.
They do.
And then sometimes we just go, okay, we're doing this thing on this day at this time. If you can make it, great. If not, next time.
How many times have people, why didn't you invite me to dinner? We literally came up with the idea 5 minutes before we posted it on Facebook. So it's not like we could have been like, hey, we're going here right now. Oh, can we wait till 7? No, we're hungry. We're going to go.
It's 4:39. I'm starting to feel hungry. I need food within 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And as much as we love our friends and would love to go to dinner with them, sometimes we just can't wait.
No, I would murder somebody in my hangriness if I had to wait to eat at like 7:38 some days. Some days, sure, ate a late lunch, had a big lunch, something, have a snack. If we plan for it well in advance, okay, I'm okay. We can make that work. But if it's just a random, I'm hungry. I know I'm hungry.
Gotta go. Gotta eat. Yeah.
Same thing for breakfast. People want to join us for breakfast. I'm like, okay, let us know. We will let you know when we're awake. But we tend, especially Saturday mornings, we tend to be up early because Friday nights, it's a struggle to make it to 10 p.m. sometimes.
Yeah, we get excited. Clock says 10:05. Bedtime.
Woo!
Yeah, adulting. God, getting older sucks.
But it's kind of nice going to these breakfast places in the morning before it gets super busy because our timing tends to be spot on.
Which is weird.
Right before things get busy anywhere for food, for other businesses that we go to, stores.
Mm-hmm.
We get in line. There's like 1 or 2 in front of us. And then there's all of a sudden 16 people behind us.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Even last night for sushi.
Yeah.
We got there shortly after they opened.
The first
we
one's
sat
there.
down. And within 20 minutes, there was a dozen people in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so weird.
Yes.
So weird.
Which is nice because then we got our order. We got our food before other people were even ordering necessarily. So
this morning happened too.
Same thing.
At Luna. Yep. We got in.
There was a handful of people. There was not really anybody or one person in front of us in line.
Yeah. There was probably 10 people sitting, eating, talking.
Mm-hmm.
We got our food, sat down, and within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, there was a line of a dozen people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so happened. A lot of them took their stuff to go.
Yeah.
But it was still the fact that we got there, got our food, and then people. It's nuts.
Yes.
And it happens all the time. It's so weird. So weird.
So yeah. So then we'll bring on some of our other people, our cool people, our sheep people, our meeple.
Our people.
Our meeple.
Meeples. Carcassonne.
Yes, our games. We enjoy game nights. You won't play board games with me by myself unless we're camping because you have no other choice.
So there's too many other distractions and things to do here.
But it's okay to do something different. You can play a card game while we watch a movie.
But then I'm not focusing on the movie, though.
Okay, maybe not a movie. Maybe something we've watched before, background.
Okay.
Like last night watching Kim Possible.
Right.
We've seen them all. So we could have done another thing. Well, we kind of were. We were planning this.
Yes.
At the same time.
Working on this.
And creating a very, very, very basic website just to start.
Very basic. It'll change.
It will. It'll grow. We'll grow from here.
Yep.
We'll grow from here.
It'll be fun to have our Team Indecisive crew. We'll get them on every once in a while. I'd like to get my family, talk to my dad. That would be fun. Because that was...
If some barking starts, that's because Ollie's dreaming. He's right now running in his sleep on my lap.
It's adorable.
So if there's some barking and growling...
He tends to woof while he's sleeping. It's funny.
Yes. Right now
it's adorable. It's so cute when he does it.
He's running. His all paws are going. He's ears are twitching, eyes are twitching.
He's got that eye. His eyes are open, and I swear he looked at me.
Yep, but it's not. That's REM, rapid eye movement.
But he's sleeping. It's funny.
Nope. I think we're done running.
Yeah. So yeah.
Tapered off. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get our friends on. We'll talk to my dad. He was married 38 years before my mom passed away. So I want to get his take on how he did his, not like how he did everything in his marriage, but just some of his experiences.
Yeah, relationship things, like things that come up, how you get through certain things, what you enjoyed.
Yep.
That was still a couple of kicking in the dreams.
I thought he was barking there for a second.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, we got friends that have been married a very short amount of time.
Yes.
So we'd like
brand
to
new newlyweds.
Right, still within the year. So we'd like to get their take on their marriage. We've got other friends that have been married for quite a long time.
Some for a few years in between. Some aren't married at all. They're still a newer relationship.
We've had some divorces in our friends group that no one has to talk directly about what they do. Just if they want to, that's fine.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
Yeah, and just keep on the fun, the positive, because there's enough crappy stuff out in the world.
Yeah, right now. God,
we want this to be about things that make us happy.
Yes.
And make everybody happy.
So, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to some of the other plans of doing like a brothers' night where me and my 3 brothers. Might be like a house party or a Zoom kind of thing, but it'll still be fun. Just to sit and just talk with them for a while and get their take on things because 2 of them are married, 1 isn't. Might as well be. We've been married, so yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, let's see what else. And then we can go into our adventures because we don't do just adventures to food places.
Oh, no.
Although that is one of our big motivations to leave the house. But we like finding cool parks and waterfalls and places to go kayaking and fishing and all of that. Puppy-friendly places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
Bring
sure.
your dogs. So,
Yep.
And again, Google Maps. And also sometimes just random. Or one random adventure. Was that Valentine's?
It was Valentine's Day before we were going to Chicago.
And
just driving.
Yep. We one of our friends was puppy sitting for us. And we just decided to pick random directions. We tried to stay off any major highways. And it's weirdly coincidental that we ended up in the city we got married in.
Yeah.
And then we decided to take the chance and went to the restaurant that we went to right after we got married at the courthouse. And even though it was Valentine's Day and it was packed, there was a spot for us.
Yep.
So we got to enjoy a Valentine's dinner there, almost like as if we planned it. But we found some cool places. What was it? There was like big
falls and little falls. Yep. Just a weird
little blip of a place.
Yeah, it was pick a direction, drive, stop, turn right. Drive, stop, turn left. Drive, stop. And then we just never went on any highway until we got to
Iola.
Then we hit the highway to Stevens Point because it was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, like we made it this far. We might as well. I think we had to stop for gas.
Yes.
And so we're like, well, we're here. Why don't we head into Point? And
Wapaka? I think it was Wapaka.
I thought it was up by Iola.
What's the one? There's that city right
Waiawega?
Waiawega, that's where it was.
Oh, okay.
That's where we ended up because Highway 10 runs right by there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're like, yeah, let's go. It's a half hour.
Yeah, we were that close. Might as well make it the rest of the way there. And that was a fun night. And it was
great.
Completely random. And then there's times where we're like, you know what? Today we'll go get breakfast in Sturgeon Bay and then drive randomly around Door County.
Yeah, and all the way up by the ferry launch just because that's where we ended up.
Yep, and then work our way back. And again, just random stop at places that catch our eye. A random little park, some of the bigger, nicer places. Cave Point, checking that out when it's warm and when it's cold. Oh, Ollie's. Hi, buddy, you awake now? Was that a good dream?
He had a good nap.
Yeah.
He still looks very sleepy.
Here, won't you?
Go down.
Go down.
There we go.
There we go. Shake it off.
Shake it off, buddy. There you go.
No, you're fine. You can stay down now.
Stay down. You're fine.
He says, no, Ollie has to be touching all the time.
He's definitely a lap dog.
All the time.
He's a sucker pants.
He is a sucker pants. There is puppy beds. There's another comfy chair. There's also squishy carpeting. There's blankets. He's got options.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. But he got to be in a lap.
Yes, he's going to be very sad and pouty.
It's fine.
So yeah. So that's the plan. And on future episodes, what we're looking to do. And then the big question is, what are we having for dinner today?
I think we talked about this yesterday.
In vague terms, because we have a Christmas Eve thing at my grandparents', which is like 7:30, and it's all like snackish stuff. So we need like and we had breakfast, so we're probably going to need like a 4-ish o'clock lunper lunch, supper, light, something.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it, I think, during sushi.
We talked about it in general terms, but we never actually decided anything of what we were going to have.
Right.
Like, do we do just a frozen pizza? Do we... I don't even know.
It's on the list. We
have a list of our and it seems to be working. So some people come up with like meals for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just kind of wait. So we kind of created a list because we have fridge freezer upstairs. We got a chest freezer downstairs, pantry up in the kitchen, but also extra stuff down in the basement. So to try to coordinate all the different things we have, we sort of a list of meals / parts of meals, like side dishes and things, so we could figure out, instead of having to walk around and open the freezer door, stare into it, close the freezer door, open the fridge, stare into it, close it, go open a pantry. So rather than do that, we have that
list.
Wait
5 minutes, go back, open the fridge and look in it again, hoping something changed.
Something changed.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Dang it. Close the fridge.
Try again.
Starve for another half hour.
Yes.
Come back to it.
So the list has helped.
Yes, it absolutely has. Yes, for sure.
So, but yeah, I'm thinking easy and not too heavy. Like,
that's a good question.
Not big meal. I kind of want to do the BLTs, but we don't have lettuce. I have Napa cabbage, which gives you that crunch, and I don't think it's too cabbagey.
Without having a list right in front of me, I couldn't tell you.
We'd have to... I'm not even positive we have bacon. We might have bacon in the freezer.
There is bacon somewhere. I remember seeing it.
Because I made bacon not too long ago, so I don't know if that's the same bacon.
No, that was because I had to dig something out of the chest freezer.
Okay.
I think there's bacon down there. I could be wrong. Who knows?
Because I offered we could make bacon today and then have bacon for tomorrow for breakfast, but you don't like day-old bacon.
Fine, we can do it that way. God.
You just warm it up on the griddle. Because we make our bacon in the oven.
Not the same. But it's fine.
You can make that. You're in charge of bacon. You get bacon duty.
Pass.
I said duty.
You did say duty.
Bacon duty.
And I said pass.
It doesn't work that way. Not it.
Pass.
Ha. Nope. Anyways,
we'll
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever. What are you guys having for dinner? How do you figure this out?
And that will be a topic of conversation with our friends.
Yes. Or people who want to comment on any of our social media stuff. We like I said, find us on Facebook and Instagram, where we'll be posting pictures of our adventures there too. Let us know, like, what places you like. Where should we try?
Yes, if you have something. I know we've been to a lot of places that a lot of people have already been to, and we get a lot of comments. I would love that place. It's so good. It's my favorite. But we haven't been everywhere.
No, and we go to adventures different places. We tried a place, Blue Bear in Racine.
Oh,
it
yes,
was fantastic. I would go there again.
That was wonderful.
That was delicious.
Yes, the people were awesome.
A fancy pecan s'mores something latte with a homemade marshmallow and actual pecans, and
it was different. I never had to chew my coffee before. I mean, I have, but it's usually when someone doesn't make it right and there's grounds in it. But it was actual pecans in it. It was delicious.
It was. It worked. It was
delicious. You know,
it worked.
Blue Bear was fun.
So, yeah. So we go places. We go Appleton, Sturgeon Bay.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't for a while, but we've done Manitowoc.
Yep.
So, yeah. So if people have ideas.
That would be great. Let us know.
Comment, post, email. Everything is the letter P, cast. Because we didn't want to spell out podcast.
On Facebook, Instagram, at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Sorry,
and
email.
YouTube.
YouTube now, yes.
Yep. So we'll be having our episodes up on YouTube. Yep. So everything is cast.
All lowercase. No spaces.
No spaces, no slashes or symbols or things.
Doesn't involve sad puppies staring at me wanting to come in my lap. Sorry.
He's trying to work it so hard. So sad.
You can stay down. We're fine.
We're fine.
I'll just mush his face.
And yeah, I think we're good. I think this isn't too terrible.
Yeah.
I hope other people agree. Please be nice if you hated our rambling. Tell us gently. Break it to us gently.
You know, I got a little thicker skin. You want to be mean and brutal? Straight up mean. You can even direct it at me. Tell me I suck. I don't care.
Okay, so all the negative comments are going to be for you.
Probably.
And all the nice things are for me.
Yeah, you're going to get people that are going to tell you, like, yeah, she'd be better off without you. You should do the podcast by yourself. That'd be boring.
Podcast by myself?
Yeah.
Introvert.
Right. So, yeah. I know I got some friends that are going to tell me, you suck. Let your wife do it by yourself. You're such a jerk. Or a dick, as some of my friends call me.
But Don calls you that with affection.
He does.
He does.
He really does. And I love him for it.
So, yeah.
But you know he's going to comment.
So, yeah.
But yeah, that's fine.
That's what we want to know. We want to know, what are you having for dinner?
Yes.
How do you figure out dinner?
Yes.
Where do you like eating? Where do you like to get your caffeine of choice? How do you start your day?
Mm-hmm.
Let us know.
And then on the other side of it, what worked, what works, what doesn't work. Give us some ideas to try for our podcast.
And
Something
questions.
you want to hear. Questions.
Yes, let us know if you have any questions.
Yes.
You want to know something deep and provocative, or you just want to know what color our dogs are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are all important questions.
Yep, absolutely.
So let us know.
Boxers or briefs? I mean, hey, anything's open. No? Okay.
There is one social media site we are not going to, and we've discussed that already.
You don't want me to OnlyFans?
No.
Dang it.
No.
I can make some money.
No.
That's fine.
I mean, trust me, no.
Okay.
I'd love you, but no.
Okay. That sounds good.
But no.
And on that note,
Hey, you. Thank you for listening.
thank you for listening.